ourselves again. So Matt's mine. Hey guys, welcome to IG Live.
Hey guys. No, we're on. Okay, we're on.
Okay, we're on.
Quiet on set. So we've heard all of your pleas. Amy has read all of your DMs, and today we are going to talk about really like emotionally charged clothing and really getting all up in your feelings and, you know, reminding us why we love fashion. You know, we're definitely still bringing forward our adjectives, you know, chill, modern, and classic, which is what every creative pragmatist can use to further define their style. And then, of course, whatever your modifier is. For me, I would say it's like bold or risk-taking. What's your modifier?
Humorous.
Funny.
So funny. Something humorous. You know?
Yeah.
Chill, modern, and classic, and then one little strange thing.
I totally agree with that. So we are going to talk today about how different textiles and necklines and accessories really change, you know, how you feel in a look and really like help solidify that emotion without changing your personal style narrative. So whether you want to be more focused, more serious, more relaxed, like, you know, every day we all kind of feel something different and we want our clothes to evoke that feeling.
Yeah. This is how you get out of a rut, if you're
Exactly.
in one at all. But wait, before you change your clothes, what are you
why
wearing?
am I wearing this?
What are you wearing?
So I'm wearing the Mohair
Dickey.
The Claude Mohair Dickey, I believe it's called. This is the burgundy color. It also comes in a midnight navy, and I really love how long this is. If you have purchased any of our Dickies in the past, Dickies for Days, I'm a huge fan, and those were a little bit shorter, kind of like cropped at the waist. Mm-hmm. This one I think really allows for more versatility in outfit planning. So with what I'm wearing right now, I can honestly belt it at the waist, or I could totally wear it backwards, or even wrap it around as a full scarf.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And I also like it when you're wearing like a jacket and it's kind of hanging out.
Totally.
Like, I love Bryn. Like you said belt, I look behind me and she's like, belt.
Isn't that so nice?
Yeah.
Thanks, Bryn. Guys, Bryn started full time.
Yeah,
with
so those of you guys,
Yay!
you loved Bryn at the wait, come say hi
say
real
hi.
quick. You loved Bryn at the boutique, yay! And now she is. She took a little 1 month hiatus, got recharged, and now she is back with us, and she's working with Sarah, assisting her on all the styling.
So, which we're so excited about.
Yes, cool.
So if you look at the beautiful set behind us,
All Bryn,
all Bryn.
all Bryn, all day.
So thank you for the belt. So simply, like, I would just add a belt like this, not even to like define a waist or anything, but kind of just like keep this from like swigging all over.
Well, I think this is a good way. Listen, the way that we're going to frame today's discussion is we're going to take two key items. We're going to take the Scotty Joggers, and then I'm going to take a Brancusi, and she's going to take a double-waisted jean. And we're going to show you how you can really change it up to evoke different emotions. But before you do that, I'm going to show you one of the things that we talk about when we do this is how just even something really soft is making you feel very cozy, right?
Totally.
But you're not like going off and doing yoga right now, and maybe you want to feel like a little more of an urban vibe. And to do that, just simply adding the leather belt like changes the vibe immediately, and that really is the definition of vibe. Where here you're like all Zen vibe, and here you've got an urban moment to it.
Urban Zen.
Urban Zen. Pretty sure that's trademarked by Johnny Karen, but that's
Anyways,
okay.
yeah, I feel like the belt in this situation, you know, creates a little bit more polish than if I just like didn't have it. You know,
Yeah.
I think it adds a little bit of focus to the outfit.
And you are wearing blue
I know.
Smurf shoes.
And
so.
I'm wearing, guys, if you know them, you love them.
Old Tibi.
Old Tibi. Amy scored these for me at St. Simon's.
Thank you, Hayes.
Thank
Darian.
you, Hayes and Darian. These are the Smurf blue ones, but if you guys loved them, we are coming out with them
Yeah.
again.
We're bringing them back.
We're bringing them back because
by popular demand.
And by internal demand, like, we love them.
Internal demand always first.
Always
Yeah.
first.
There you go.
Anyways, so that is kind of like my styling trick. And then I just wanted to call out the cotton tencel. I'll take this along. The cotton tencel dress. Oh, pretty. This is on the website in burgundy and in a mustard. I'm wearing an extra, extra small. This is literally, it just came yesterday for me. I absolutely love this dress. I would say like, it's pretty weighty for what I would consider like a lighter transitional dress. Mm-hmm. And I think because it's malleable enough that I can like layer something underneath or over, it also, we offer a like cropped matching muscle tank to be worn underneath, but for this time of year, I just kind of chose for it to be bare.
And what's great too, when you're looking for those transitional pieces, one of the things to look to, like Sarah said, it's weighty. It's got like gravitas to it. But the difference, what makes something really appropriate for now versus later, like the mohair is not appropriate for now out on the street, right? And really it comes down to the hair. And mohair literally has hair in the name, but we talked before about worsted fabrics, and those are your yarns and everything that do not have hair. So they've got depth, but they don't have all the hair. And when you get that hair, if like a flat gray item is great year round.
Totally.
But when it's all melanged and little hairy, it becomes very like, you know, September to
Absolutely.
March.
It's very clear, at least like in my closet when I look at my knitwear, it's like extremely clear what is for like, and what is in and out.
So that's a year-round guide.
Yeah. But anyways, I love this dress and just wanted to show you guys on here too.
Great. Great. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what it means to really focus on changing up your vibe, because I had really realized that, you know, we've gone through, I love how this keeps evolving, right? It's just this ongoing story. And what I really like is how much your DMs and now some of the FaceTimes that I've done with some clients from the store, how that is really helping to inform not a brand new way of thinking, but it keeps adding to the thinking. So the way that we've always presented clothing now, and not even always, in the last couple of months, specifically the last 2 years, is we've talked about things in terms of PDW and 12 mowers. So we said that your clothing, ideally, in a perfect world, the key items should go to play and to dinner and to work. If something goes all three places, you know you're going to get amazing wear out of it. Not everything operates on that level, but when a lot does, you feel really good about your purchases. The other way that we've talked about clothing is through 12 mowers, ways to manipulate a specific item to be able to wear it throughout the year. So like obviously I'm wearing the Murray jean right now. I've got a bodysuit on underneath. This is how I had it on in the subway, but then I'm wearing it with our new navy blue. And this is a nice, almost year-round weight as well, but it's the navy blue double-breasted here. What's great too is it's got the side pockets. So, I mean, not the side pockets, but these side slits that gives a lot of great ease to it. But what I'm saying here is that having talked about things in terms of 12 mowers and PDW, what happened is when I was doing a FaceTime call with one of you guys out there in my DM world, was you mentioned how much you love your Stellas, but you were starting to feel in a rut. And then you also mentioned that you loved t-shirts, you know, whether it's a Blondie t-shirt, whether it's a Berry t-shirt, you love wearing t-shirts. But what's happening was that every day you were wearing like a t-shirt and then you were wearing a Stella, maybe in a different color. Thing is, whether or not it was a different color and a different Berry, Boys to Men, whatever t-shirt, it was playing at the same vibe, right? You were getting this chill, effortless, really leaning into the chill, maybe a little bit of a rock and roll thing going on, whatever, but that was a vibe that you were leaning into. And so you felt like you were in a rut. You didn't know what else to do with the Stella pants. You knew how to make them for dinner, and you knew how to make them for play. The t-shirt was your office option. But you didn't know, like, if you were in your office for 5 days a week and you loved the Stella pant, how would you be able to change it up so that each day you get a little bit of a different feeling? And it is a feeling that is still you, but it feels different in the way that it's exciting to you. Because, you know, what we found is that another woman DM'd me right before our time right now, and she said something interesting. She said that she has now noticed that when people like the same clothing as her, she's starting to find that they like the same movies and the same music, and they wear the same watches or whatever. Like, there's a lot of similarities. And I think what it is really when we're stripping back clothing beyond just it's denim, or, you know, it's like the fabulous like fluted skirt or whatever. When you take it to more of the mindset, why is it that this group of people watching us right now, following us online, why does this group of people tend to be driven to the same things? And it's about the mindset that is eased out but still modern and curious, and then highly respectful of the past and the ability to change and the future, and then balance. So that's what it's all about. Within that context, we're going to show you how to dial up or dial down a vibe, and you're going to go first with the world's best new pant.
I just want to say I haven't worn any of this because
It's
like
so
nothing is on my,
comfortable.
because we all just got.
Oh, so you don't know how good it's been.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, so just before we even start, I am wearing a sample top, so I have worn this. It's a size small. The pants are an extra small, which is my go-to size. I have them buttoned all the way up underneath, which is a great detail that Amy and Tracy have added to the pants so that you can really adjust the length without doing any permanent tailoring. And I, because I'm still living in my like high school, mid-2000s Sophie short days, have like rolled them once. But anyways, you know, the track pant, the idea of the track pant is definitely one of my go-to pieces, and I wanted to really show you guys how I can still be relaxed and comfortable and wear like what we call a matching set but still look polished. The key here is I've added this belt, which for me is, you know, holding up the pants, but it's really more just for like to be used as a visual aid, as a point of interest. You know, as Amy and I mentioned earlier, the belt really like adds polish and just solidifies the look, brings it all together. And I'm wearing the sunset tan brown top and bottom, and I've gone with the caramel patent Bronson boot, which I believe is launching very soon if it didn't launch today. And what I love about this boot is not just that it's patent, but that it's brown. So, you know, not only does it create kind of this one ton or none vibe, but I think that it really, again, elevates and turns up this outfit because, you know, suede obviously is a softer textile, a great fall, midwinter textile, but I think creating this long and lean line and shape in a uniform color really makes me look a little bit more put together than disheveled. But I could have kept this totally buttoned up and tucked it in all the way around, which is how we showed it on the runway, but again, I wanted to just keep it somewhere between relaxed and super polished.
So, okay, so stay right there, because one of the things that really plays into a vibe are the accessories, right? So here is this is a denim dimanche. Mary Schaefer is watching this. Oh, she's French for sheet. But this is a denim bag, okay? So, but obviously it's a very dark navy black denim, and then you've got black hair. So what I want to show you is vibe-wise. When I've got this on with all navy blue, it's kind of this like soothing, in the one ton or none scenario, this is a none, right? So this vibe here it's a very minimalist, like Zen vibe. When you put this on with this, it's more of like a country vibe, right? Like
I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not angry at all. I think it just changes, like when you mix that denim with the browns, the feeling that you're having is
like find me on Metro North going upstate.
You're going upstate. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm like, you're headed to, I don't know, The Rockaways?
I'm not.
What is that?
We're going to Hudson for the weekend, or like Woodstock. We're gonna go vintage shopping. Amy's going to the beach.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I love
So,
that.
so you can see like the same bag can give you a different feeling depending on like even what colors you've mixed it with.
Totally.
So you're gonna lean into those bags for your vibe check as well. Thank you. So I'm wearing the navy blue here, and what I wanted to show you is this sweater. What I love about it is, you know, from the front, it looks like your basic, like amazing, you know, that throw-on sweater that we love. But this one has the cutout detail in the back. So I'm wearing the bodysuit underneath this, but it's got the cutout detail. What that cutout detail does for me is I always pause because, you know, I keep trying to find words other than the word sexy. But it's kind of like, and plus like I'm in the office with my colleagues, they're like, ew, don't be all sexy, ew. But it just kind of like, there's something kind of sexy about having the, you know, back opened up there. So that is a great, like that's a different vibe than if I'm wearing, like here, let me, I'm gonna do a quick change for you guys. So this is a navy blue cutout sweater, and you see it's got this little hole in the back. These were done off of all this biomorphism, was what we thought a lot about for the fall collection. But now I want to show you, like if I were wearing the red here, and if I was wearing this as a jacket, or of course I would button it up, but this creates a totally different look. So the look that I have here before, it was like this kind of slightly sexier look. And now, same pant that I love, the Scotty and the Ultra Suede, but now the vibe is, it's like playful. It's like a nice playful vibe, right? Looking over to Brent for validation here. But it's a nice playful vibe. So this is where you can really lean into different looks. And then, if I want to kind of ton it out, you know, I can mix in then one of the bags with it. And I brought some of our bags out today because I did want to show you guys the proportions. So if I'm running around, then I can have this bag on with it. And now the whole outfit is just leaning into extra playful. So I'm using what I've got in my closet and I'm just leaning into playful. And then, to be honest, I'm not wearing this alone, like in the office. But if I did want to go a little bit barer, I mean, certainly this would qualify in that sexier range. But again, you're, you know, having those pieces that you live in and then you lean into them for different looks. I want to show you guys the pant here. This does have the snap detail so that you can snap it up and make the length shorter. We have some newbies who've been DMing me and asking me how many inches they should cut off their pants. And so we know that we have different tricks like the snap trick. We know that we do the rubber band. We know that we tuck things into our shoes. We do all kinds of things, but what we tend not to do is chop off the pants because we like options. However, if you know, that works at certain lengths, so I'm not crazy. I do recognize that. Then what I want to show you is with the pant here, you've got the, you can make it, you know, you can even really bring it up and make it a high-waisted look. And that's another thing when we talk about changing the vibe. If I've got on like the Stella pant or this pant, right away, just lifting up the waist gives it a brand new feeling. And if you were to roll something up, that changes the vibe as well. So it's really, you know, when you learn all these different tools in your closet, playing with the texture, playing with the colors, playing with how you roll things up, playing with how you let things hang down, all of these things change. You know, like if we set you up to a heart monitor, you would be able to calculate that like your whole vibe, your whole emotions are changing with each one of the looks. So really spend time, play around, keep a camera in your closet, and you know, take a lot of pictures. Okay, so this looks so good. And you got your pant rolled over, so that's good too.
Yeah, I mean, always. All right, so look 2, guys. Same pant, still rolled over. I'm not mad at it. I don't mind. You know, as Amy just said, the intended fit is really at the waist, but can be worn higher up or lower down depending on what look you're going for. So the shirt that I've paired with it is the Asymmetrical Checkered shoulder pad sleeveless shirt. And what I love about this shirt is that there are so many different ways to style it. So number one, you know, I just simply took the side, all of our shirts for the most part, like shirting shirts, are split like this because we want to create those opportune styling moments. So I simply just twisted it in the back like you're twisting your hair when you get out of the shower. And I put it underneath like this. That pretty much stays for me, but of course, you know, you can use a rubber band, you can use a hair tie. And then I simply unbuttoned the bottom to create more of a silhouette here, and to kind of show the juxtaposition between something that's, you know, traditional and shirting and classic and something that's a little bit more chill. And then I decided to go with a more, I don't know, I would say like polished shoe because I did feel a little country pairing, which nothing wrong with that, but like wasn't my feeling like me when I was pairing this, you know, kind of checkered shirt with a brown suede. So I took off the patent boot and went for this black Cameron shoe, and I put it with the mint green sock because they're my favorite, and I really think that this like mint green really goes with everything. It's having a moment, and I just wanted to show you guys like the difference. So this is the shirt as is, totally down. This is a size small, so this isn't the size that I would pick for me, but I didn't have the opportunity to get it in my size yet. But I just think that it's a little bit too baggy and really not the look that I was going for, and the feeling of, you know, being really put together. I think that I would be like fidgeting a lot with this. So again, there's just so many great small styling tricks that you can do. Again, I've simply just tied this around the back. I did keep the button all the way up because typically if I'm showcasing some sort of buttoning detail in one place, I like to keep the other pretty simple and traditional so that there's just one styling focal point. Sorry. Well, Amy's just moving furniture around. But yeah, so honestly, I do feel, I was saying that like I, you know, get a little styling trick on this shirt because like when it was just down with these pants, just didn't feel like me.
Like you were going to.
Yeah, I felt like I was going to the country.
Yeah, no.
Which again, nothing wrong with that, but that's also why I changed the shoe.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that's, when you learn how to manipulate these things in your closet to fit your vibe, if you are in a place where, like clearly when we talk about our style, it's chill, modern, and classic. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of classic pieces in the closet, but you know when you go in, if you put things that are like classic, even though you've got these very modern details, you still might not feel like as forward, as modern as you want to. So this is a perfect way to kind of just fuck with that and make it more interesting. Yeah. So that's great. Cool. Okay, so here for me, again, I'm going to the same place where I was going before. The only thing I had on earlier that I wasn't like maybe headed to the bar was in the pure bodysuit. But this is our wool bodysuit. I don't know what the name of it is officially. Anyways, it's good. It's got kind of this mock neck. And the idea is when Tracy and I are designing, there's just certain things that we try and be very in touch with in how we're feeling and what we're wanting out of how we feel. And so one of the things that I've been wanting to feel is very like streamlined and centered. So for me, the vibe that I get when I put this on is it feels like very in control. Now the thing is, when things get too in control, it gets really boring. So that's where, like, the fact that this is the Ultra Suede, that's why that is not boring to me, and that helps really mix it up a bit. And you guys, this Ultra Suede has a lot of stretch in it, and I'm not sure, other than you reaching through the camera, it's really hard to describe the feeling in it. Like Sarah said, she had no idea. It's so good.
Softest thing I've ever felt in my entire life.
Yeah, it's so soft, and I think it's 1,000 times richer than anything that you would imagine was happening in the early 2000s with Juicy Couture. So it is not that, and it's not that, like, if you know anything about the 70s and maybe you know about the Charlie campaign and they're running around and it's a perfume, and there was a 70s Ultra Suede that was invented, I think, around the 70s, and it was like suede that you can wash. It's not like that either. There's not a crispness to it. There is a softness to it that manages to stay very tailored. So when you put it on now with this brown wool, what's nice is this gives a really interesting texture play, and it does feel really nice and long and lean. And then, of course, if I'm carrying the denim bag with it, that's going to feel nice and lean too. What I want to show you with the bag is I'm going to take out some of the stuffing, because some of you have asked, like, is that bag too big to just carry to the office every day? And I'm going to say no, because I do carry it to the office every day. But what happens is, I hate all this paper that goes in these bags. It's awful. But what happens is when you don't have it filled all the way, it just collapses nicely. So it doesn't feel so massive. And we did do this big enough to scrunch it down and go over your arms, and then hiked up high, and then low, and then of course with this guy on. So I don't find this too big at all. It's what I live in. So long and lean is what I'm going for here, and that vibe then makes me feel very polished and put together. Like, you would look at me and you would assume that I've got my shit together.
Yeah. Oh.
Even though we know. Oh, can I have that one t-shirt real quick? Strip change. Oh wait, can you?
Yeah.
And I'm also wearing the sneakers with this. When I'm wearing like one tone, I do think that I like it with a trainer. You know, it's kind of okay. Now, when I don't wear a trainer, a lot of times is if I've got the sporty pants on and the trainer and then a t-shirt, that's when I tend to like switch out to a loafer. So this is one of our t-shirts that we made. If you guys were at any of our seminars that we did with Max in Denver, or out with Bo in LA, our little fun seminars, and then we'll have one in New York. But this is when, for me, I'm gonna switch into a loafer. But now the whole vibe is kind of like a playful, sporty, fun, but not too sporty. I don't look like I'm getting ready to go hit tennis balls. And then I can even mix the, just throw the shirt on with it. Sorry guys, just a minute. So if I could just mix a shirt on with it, then of course this becomes like, I'm not gonna use the word shirt, jacket, shacket, I hate that word, but anyways. So this is gonna become my outfit too, which, you know, again, every look I've showed you has been an outfit that in the PDW, they'd all land in the D range. They're all things that I would wear for, I mean, in the, not D, D is for dinner, in the W range for work. They're all things that I would wear, but each time you've got this different vibe happening, okay? Good t-shirt. Now, while, and tries, sorry, how good is this? It's really good. What's good too about the brown that Sarah had on is it's a brown that goes really nicely with black, which is, well, obviously, and it goes with yellow too, so you'll see.
You sure say 5?
5.
Check.
Check.
So my last look is obviously the same pants. That's the point of the segment. And honestly, I'm still really feeling this mid-sock black Cameron shoe combination, so I kept it on. But I decided to go with a not so obvious choice, this bright yellow sweater vest. It has some chewed out details on it. It also comes in navy, but I chose a yellow, and while I traditionally think that yellow and like a dark tan really feel a bit 70s, I think because this vest is not so traditional and has its own kind of interesting details that it doesn't really feel in that vibe. This is something that honestly I am feeling just very relaxed in this. I would probably be wearing this on the weekends. I would be wearing this at the office. Guys, everything that we wear on here, we truly wear here and everywhere. And I just really think that this is just like feeling still in my personal vibe of, chill, modern, classic, and bold or riskier. I think that I'm always trying to like push it with fashion. I think that's really my creative and editorial background. And so this, while is something within my comfort zone, might not be in yours. So I do think that the navy version is equally as doable and probably a little bit more versatile in terms of pairing with some of our more novelty bottoms, but also to achieve that kind of navy one look or none look that Amy had. That works really well too. And yeah, I don't know. I would totally grab this bag also. I'm definitely a ton on the 1 ton or none scale. So, and I don't really mind that there are so many colors here because I think the pastel blue and the burgundy and the green and the yellow really kind of all just work together. And I feel like this is something, like for example, I think this, just immediately having the yellow here, it just like feels way too matchy for me. And I think it's like really like what people would gravitate towards instantly. And it's like when you look at someone who's wearing like a matching handbag and shoe and top, you're like, why do I hate that? This is why.
So guys, really in your closet though, when we talked about thinking about your clothing in terms of tools and not just outfits, like you really take something like this yellow sweater and use it as a tool. So every time when you've got that day where you're just wanting to feel a little brighter, like it's a sweater that undeniably, like you put it on and happy is like the vibe.
I mean, it's the color of confidence, of friendship, very literally. Yeah.
Is that
yellow? Yeah, that's why you give your friends yellow roses.
Someone mine sent me black. What does that mean? Dark.
Ooh.
I didn't get a B-side first. Someone did that to a girl in my high school. It was so
That's
mean.
awful.
I know, it was horrible. Okay, so I am going to show you now with the Brancusi. So Brancusi is obviously another love that we have. So again, all looking at vibes that are in the W range for the work week. So I'm wearing the wool top here and it's got the deconstructed epaulets. That is just a modern detail. You guys know that I don't do a lot of ruffles, but I do like things that have movement. And if you find sometimes in your closet that you're feeling a little stunted in what you've been wearing and a little bit in a rut, sometimes it's because maybe everything you have is a little more like structured and very precise. And what you'll find then is sometimes to get away from that, you might go out and you're thinking, okay, I want to feel just a little freer and looser. And then all of a sudden you come home with like some ruffled chiffon monstrosity of a floral top and you're like, what the fuck did I do? And then you DM a picture of it to me and you tell me like, how do I make this CP? And then I'm like, I didn't see this DM, I'm sorry. Like I can't even help you because it's very hard to make it CP. And I know that because when we design, we think a lot about this. So if I'm thinking about giving movement in a top, it's through things that still have clean lines, but they have a lot of modernity and a lot of interest. Especially if I'm gonna have movement, that's when I lean into fabrications that have more of a heritage vibe to them. So what you would never find from me, well, I should never say never, but what you'd be unlikely to find is a top like this in chiffon. If I'm gonna do chiffon, maybe it's in a t-shirt style so that it plays the opposite. And if I'm gonna do something with some movement, it's gonna be in this nice lightweight wool. And then I'm gonna show you too, like if I just switch it out for a sweatshirt here. I'm still in the same week right here. And I hope our floors are clean. This is what my closet looks like at home. But just switching it out for the sweatshirt here. And then I would, you know, you can easily switch a shoe, obviously, but right now, like this is a totally different vibe, right? So every single thing that I've had on, you guys haven't felt like you've been ricocheting from like one person to another, one style to another. These are all just like these little tweaks and vibes. And if I am wearing something like this cream colored sweatshirt and I'm leaning into like this brown boot here, which I'm gonna show you guys, I'm wearing the tall boot, so it fits very easily up under the Brancusi. If you have the Brancusi and you're wanting to put on a tall boot, what I suggest is you stand there, you take the bottom of the boot and you put it over the top of the bottom of the pant, put it over the top of the boot, and then slide your leg into the pant and the boot all at one time. Don't let anyone watch you do it. You kind of look nutty, but whatever. So if I'm wearing brown, if I'm wearing the cream sweatshirt, I'm inclined to, I'm not gonna pick up on the plaid bag. Everything feels at the same level, and that takes away the feeling that I wanna have here. So the vibe that I'm going for is something a little sporty and cool and urban at the same time. So if I were to put on the black bag here with this, then I get all that. And the texture with the black and the brown, like I've got all these good neutrals on, and this feels very calming to me. Can I have your phone? Does someone have a phone? Okay, so Brent's got a nice big phone here, so I do want to show people size-wise. This fits in here, and it fits in here catty corner. What? I can't even speak. Okay, anyways, the phone fits in there nicely, and then it has a little magnetic closure so that if anyone's got sticky fingers, you could be like, no, get your sticky fingers away. Okay, then I want to show you, last look here is, because I'm speedy changer. I'll do this one time and then I'll forget that I don't have a bodysuit on. Okay, so here, if I'm wearing the navy blue, of course, this is right up in my wheelhouse, and then I'm going to take off the boot here, and if I put on, for different feelings, if I put on, of course, I've got the navy blue silk sock. I know these are sold out, guys, but we are going to bring in more. I'm really happy that you guys like them. But if I put on the navy blue here, will you help me with this boot? I just realized that it's like harder when I get to. Thank you. Cool. Okay. So if I put this on here, all of a sudden, again, you see the minute you do this head to toe look, your vibe just becomes very calm and soothing and refined at the same time, right? So I've got on the navy blue sandal and the navy blue sock. And because I've got all this on, then I'm really, I don't know, like, again, change of vibe. So if you have a bag that is more on the neutral side, it's going to give you one feeling, or this is going to give you another. I kind of like the brights with this. It's a good pop. This is a skin-like yarn. It's really great. It has a little bit of transparency to it. And I want to remind you guys, we have the transparency lesson all the time. Transparency is good. It's a good thing. It's amazing when things get too thick, like a white pant or something. You're going to find that it feels very Talbot's-esque. Not to riff on Talbot, but I mean, well, I'm not going to riff on them. It's a thing, but it's not my vibe. Okay. So then clearly you can also use your accessories to create different looks. So here, I'm going to fully put this on. But you can see that, like the purple sock, and you just use what you have to create different feelings and emotions in your closet. Like your fun green feeling right here.
The fun green feeling. All right, I'm also put on the tank top so I can do it all.
You can strip, nice. All right, copycat.
Do you want to get into that?
Earrings.
We're just laughing because we tend to buy the same like must-have accessories. Like, anyways. So for me, the other pant I wanted to show you guys is the double-waisted Sam jean in black. If you guys have been here for a little while, you know that the Sam is my slopes of choice. Sloper means that is like literally what the base, the silhouette that the jean is designed around. And for me, all of my Sam jeans fit pretty much the same way, then give or take a little bit of stretch. So I am wearing a 24. I do have them cuffed at the bottom, which I do with all of my jeans because I don't want to tailor them. I'm wearing the Cameron low green heel with the faux fur, cute little detail, but if I were to wear something a bit higher, maybe a platform, I do want that option to kind of have them really, really pedal and drag. I am wearing the spring menswear vintage belt. The fall one has just a slightly different buckle, but I'm wearing it on the lower waistline, and I just like that detail is an option. I think that it's super interesting, and I think it just changes the look in terms of going from a more classic style jean to something that's a little bit more modern and probably a little bit bolder, which again is kind of my modifier. I'm wearing it with the Eco Acetate shirt jacket shacket, which has the marlin type cutout sleeves. This is a size small. I have ordered an extra small, but honestly I feel this is the size that I've been wearing every single time I've worn it on live, so I'm very comfortable in it. This is something I would wear regularly to work, out to dinner. Truly, like, I think that this top and this jean combination, separately they're equally as versatile, but together I think that it's really an interesting play on super classic and like traditional heritage pieces that I think everyone has in their closet. And then I think that the shoe and sock combo really just adds something a little bit more fun and a point of interest. Clearly, I'm never picking off these mint green socks.
So what's your vibe?
My vibe is like
Cool.
my vibe's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I don't know. This, like, I was just saying that, like, I could wear this to the office. This is very PDW for me.
Yeah.
Like, I literally would wear this to the office. You know, maybe I'd take off the sock and wear it somewhere, change the top. So with that said, the next top that I'm wearing.
Cancel.
Literally. So shockingly, I know, but I am gonna take off these green socks. Friends, job.
Okay, so when Sarah puts on the sweater, she's going to put on an extra small, and she's going to put on her size. So I've actually had a couple DMs where you guys have sent me a note saying, I have heard through the grapevine that I should be sizing up on the sweatshirt.
Feels like a lie. Feels like a lie.
So let me tell you, anyone who sizes up on the sweatshirt, what I want or is recommending that, the thing that I always ask is, have you been sizing down on the Stella pants? Have you been sizing down on the Sam? And so all joking aside, what I mean by that is follow the grid. If you've been following the grid and let's say you have a 27-inch waist and you've been buying the size 4 Stellas, then you're going to want, and you've got a 34 to 35 chest, you're going to want the size small in the sweatshirt, and you do not need to size down. But some people, admittedly, you have a 27-inch waist, but you like the way the zero fits on you in the Stella. And just because you're wearing a zero in the Stella does not mean that you wear an extra small in the sweatshirt and then you're surprised by that and you have to size up to a small. You were always a small to begin with. You chose to size down in the Stella to achieve a different look. So on this sweatshirt, just like everything, check out the grid first and then ask a couple questions on who's, I mean, you should never take cooking advice from me. I would expect you to ask questions. So questions are good. This looks so good.
Thank you.
Did this just come in?
This just came in from the PR closet.
Is it on the site?
That's a great question.
It's so good. Okay.
What is this top
Like,
called?
who designed that? I don't know. Bubbly, ruche front.
Okay, this is the colorway I can confirm on this top though is black navy.
Yeah, black navy. And I also want to confirm one more thing. What Bryn is going to do is after the live, she is going to give you snapshots of all of these looks and she's going to tell you what they are. So that if we've made up some bullshit name within this last hour, she's going to be able to correct that and you won't be looking for bubbly. Crazy,
Okay,
whatever top.
okay, this is a ruched.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you type in ruched
It's
cami,
ruched.
I'm
It's
sure.
the idea of the bodysuit, but it's not a bodysuit.
Right. And you're gonna get here at some point. So the color is black navy. This was like, it's a hot take, but that's really what it is. Same jeans. I decided to untuck this top and just wear it kind of long because I like the idea that this jean looks like it's really low slung, but still it's actually very secure because it's sitting on my waist where it normally does. So I love that illusion. And this is something that I would definitely wear out with friends, Friday night, Saturday night. I really think that, and then just by putting on this sweatshirt, immediately I can then go to the office the next day.
Hopefully having gone home first.
Oh,
Just saying.
definitely want to.
Okay, so guys, you can see this is the extra small on Sarah. Nice and roomy.
Like, literally. This is the extra small.
Guys, we cut for some room.
So, again, I'm styling it again like this because I really think that styling trick in terms of the illusion of that these pants sit really low is something
So
that I
good.
really want more people to like try out.
It's really like it's like the ultimate in ease because the thing about ease is you don't want to ever feel ridiculous. And if they were sitting down that low, I'd be like, hey, yeah, exactly, or like nice Fruit of the Looms or thong underwear, but it would be inappropriate. But this works. I'm just gonna let you know, don't be coming here like that. So that's about the vibe. So you can see actually this is a good example. You have got this look super down low to give a vibe, and I've taken the Brancusi. This is not the high-waisted Brancusi, but I did give myself a self wedgie here to get a more high-waisted look, and that's a different vibe.
Yes.
So it's a totally different vibe altogether, and just wearing it with like the parachute top and just tucking it in and then leaving it out in the back. So really fully wedged out here, but that's okay. All right, guys, before we head out, I want to do some quick housekeeping because I've been receiving a lot of DMs about the Runway Show, so I'm going to run through some of your DMs and answer. If this were David Letterman, he'd be like, silly
Is it like
questions.
deal or no deal? Like,
Yeah. All right, so questions that I've been receiving. Is the raffle still going on? Yes, it is still going on. If you click in the link in my bio, whatever, on Instagram, you will see where you can sign up for the raffle. The raffle is totally random chosen. It will let you know when we choose, but it will be done, the choosing will be done after we have received all of the RSVPs from the customer invites, from editors, from stores, and our international customers as well. Some of you have said, I'm coming to the show, I've never been to New York and I don't know where to eat. Thank you for that. You've given me an idea. We are going to ask our team members for their favorite restaurants, and we'll give you some fun places to eat. You've asked, what time do I get to the show? The show starts at 5. Listen, if it's your show that you're going to and you're not an editor or something, it's fun to get there early. It's really cool to see everyone driving up. You do a very formal check-in. This isn't like a movie theater where you're showing your stub. This is a check-in where they're going to check your name and your license and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, definitely have your ID on you.
Have your ID. This is New York. We have lots of security. In fact, we have 1 officer for every 50 people. Those are the rules. Let's see, how long does a show last? Well, from start to finish, if you get there early, and like I said, that part is fun, watching people come in and get their seats and everything, and seeing who's sitting on the front row, all that's fun. But the actual physical show, most people don't realize that the actual physical show is anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. It's really like a very strong pace, it's fast walk, and you usually show anywhere from 45 to 55 looks on the runway. Can you purchase any of the items right away? No, we're showing the spring 23 collection, but I think you're going to be excited and you're going to see a lot of brand newness, and then how to wear it with things that you are familiar with. Someone said, I am so excited to bring my young daughter to the show. She's never been to a show. She may still not ever go to a show. It's I didn't mean to word it like that.
Let's call a spade, guys.
Yeah, but I have kids. And so here's a way to think of it. It's kind of like a wedding thing, right? So it's not the best place for kids. Remember that one time that blogger had that someone did.
Like, so on the whole video, it's just like the child.
It's like a 4-year-old running around with a giant sucker. But I didn't mean to call her out. But anyways, a runway show, it's a lot of adults around, and you're there for so much fun and seeing stuff. And then there's a lot of people there who are really there for like business. You've got editors from around the world, you've got the store buyers there, and they're very much there for business. So it's this great mashup of everyone. It's going to be so much fun. Are we doing anything right after the show? Yes, we are doing one of our CP seminars. That's going to be great, and you're going to get a chance not only to meet the whole Tibi team, but you'll also get to meet a lot of those accounts like Jim and Lance from Space 519, Wendy from Kickfleet, Max from Max. But you'll get to meet them and put faces. Yasmin from Schnee Weissenrad in Austria. So you're going to get to meet all these people, and I think that's going to be super cool because so many of you have been DMing with them, and it's going to be really fun to put a face to a name. You'll actually get to meet my husband, and you might get to meet Jack. Maybe.
Definitely Jack.
We'll see. And does a show start on time? A show usually starts maybe 15 minutes late. However, the doors absolutely close on time. So once those doors shut, they do not let anyone else in. So the lights might go up at 5:20, 5:30, but that door gets shut right at 5 p.m. And I think that's it, you guys. Will the show be filmed? Will we live stream it? Yeah, in some way we'll live stream it for sure. And yes, it will be filmed, so you can watch it forever after. And it's going to be great. We can't wait. I'm very excited. But what I'm most excited about is that we are doing the big show so that a lot of our customers can come. This feels like a big 3-year build-up right now.
Totally.
So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see you guys there. Oh, and also I do know that the store is booking appointments. That was the last question. Will you be open the day of the show? The store will be open, I think, from 10 to 1. Darian is coming up from St. Simon's, even Lauren from the warehouse. And so they're going to be all in the store until 1 p.m. the day of the show. Then they're going to go get ready because they're going to help you guys find your seats when you get to the show. You will, oh, that's the other thing too. You don't get a seat assignment right away. The seat assignment comes later. Again, think about it like the wedding, the tables and everything. The seat assignments aren't given until you find out if like Joey is coming from Ohio with his girlfriend or not, and then you know how many seats you have. All right. Okay, guys, take care, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye.